Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, and on the radio just now they were playing Dare by Gorillaz, and for years I've not known what that song was called, and I've also never known the lyrics to it. I've only just been aware that there's this song that has this guy going, "It's Dare," but also, I suppose that should have been a big clue as to what the song was called, but also, to this day, even having heard it on the radio now as a fully fledged adult, I don't know what the lyrics are, because for all the world, we just did a colonoscopy by the way, it sounds like, "You've got the breadstick on you," and like, don't carry breadsticks on your head, ladies and gentlemen and all friends besides, because that's the most, like, objectively the most inefficient way to carry breadsticks. Anyway, you join me in the poisonous grundles of the Insect Cavern. There's another fine butt. Tingle made an interesting noise there. And I have this nagging feeling that I may have missed something, because I've edited the last episode, obviously, and... oh good. I'm just worried that there's something that... like, that there is a ladder in an earlier room that I never actually went to investigate, and I'm worried that that might be a thing of great import. Well, we'll have to wait and see. For now, we're heading up a ladder out of the poison, we have one more butt to clean, and... oh, that's a face. Okay, what's this room about then? Are there hidden spikes? I'm less paranoid about spikes now. Ah, okay, yes. So, could you please, Ernesto? Thank you. I'm just gonna do this, and that's gonna spawn some bugs, and they're gonna try and fight me, and Ernesto is actually doing a really good job protecting me. Holy shit! See, what you're supposed to do here, damn it, is you're supposed to be, like, winding this open, and the bugs kind of rain from above to try and stop me from doing it. Sort of like in the Deku Temple. Ernesto! Be more assertive, damn it! What you can do is grind on these bugs. Clearly they will give you money. But another thing you could do is have your bodyguard take them out. And besides that as well, what you can also do, if I can actually finish this battle and actually demonstrate such, you can put money on this, and didn't even get to keep that money. 300, sure. It'll keep the bugs distracted. I believe if they don't eat all of it, you can actually, like, take some of it back. Hopefully that'll be enough to get all the bugs fully distracted, so I can get this fully open, so we can make some fully progress. Because we nearly did it on our first crack, which, holy biffle. Holy biffle. And now... give me back my rupees. Like, we're losing hundreds in a single step here without a bodyguard. So, and now... wow, there were only 36 left. Well, the thing is, this kind of looks like... is this progress? Wait, no, we can't progress, because there's... yeah, no, there's the insect head downstairs. So this should be... wow, oh, hang on a second. Ernesto is dying? Ugh, that's fine. I did say we're going to be terminating our contract with him fairly... in the nearly fair soon. Yes, you're very here, I know. That's why I'm cutting out the middleman and grabbing ass. Did you know that bomb is a euphemism for ass is a euphemism for bomb? The bomb fell in the soup! Ernesto, please, do your job slightly less incompetently. Tingle slightly following me as I tap on the screen to guide Ernesto. Ernesto, please, guard my body, thank you. See, if we just keep hanging out over here... ah, you came back. Well, that's unpleasant. I was going to say unfortunate, but unpleasant is also accurate. So, you're now dead. We could do our third colonoscopy of the day. It just reminds me of Super Mario Land 2 and that song that... was it Brentalfloss that did? I just... that line really just sticks out to me. Just, get inhaled by a whale and check out his gut. He really needs a colonoscopy. And then he sings about a key change that doesn't happen. Like... okay, maybe it's a minor key change, not a key change into a minor key, but a key change that is minor in impact, but it doesn't sound like a key change! And yet, I purport to be a music expert. The thing is, like, I suppose that's a fun bit of introspection. When it comes to Eurovision music analysis, which is the thing that this channel's subscriber base is largely based on, I admit, I don't... ooh! Ernesto, please do a thing with this. I didn't know if there'd be a thing like this. Like, there is a small bodyguard thing. Apparently there's a medium one in here too. So we need to keep getting bodyguards of various sizes to get the last thing in the Deku Temple and the small thing earlier on in here. But yeah, so I don't know a fantastic amount about, like, what goes into composing a song, and yet I still critique them anyway, because I'm more, like, maybe not psychological, but, like, I analyze how people feel, how people interact with a song, and that's... I don't know, you can learn stuff from that. Anyway, this, I believe, is the thing I was thinking of, where, first of all, there's a plank. You can't walk off the plank. It's just a plank. It's a decorative plank, don't worry about it. But if we come down here, there's a crab and wanker. That's a metaphor? It's not a metaphor, but it is the crazy anchor. And map, not complete. I think this more or less confirms my theory, and I don't remember if I've said it on camera or not. But I think the entrance to this dungeon counts as a mappable. So we might have to go back and map that at some point, but that's fine. We'll be heading back to the entrance at some point anyway. And also that's fine, because if that's mappable as well as the crab and wanker, then it's more money for us when we turn the map into Crazy Map Lady. Okay, so the story behind this is there's a pub, like a gastro pub kind of restaurant thing, not too far from where I live, and it's called the Crab and Anchor, and if you add one, like, consonant sound... Does W count as a consonant when talking about phonetics? Well, whatever. If you add the W to the beginning, then it sounds like wanker, which is a thing in British English. Like, Americans don't talk about it enough. Like, whenever Americans try to use British slang of any kind, it's so obvious they don't know how to use it natively. 644 for one colonoscopy, what a bargain. So, like, I've never, in my life, heard an American use quid correctly, amongst other things. Now, hang on a minute. Show me the map, because, like... Oh. This is the correct way. Well, what's down here, then? This looks... Oh, it's a chest. Oh, well, then. I'm glad I came back for it. And, ooh! Recipe for gooey tartar. Or tartare. Or tartare. Gooey tartare. But yeah, I've never heard an American say quid correctly. Whenever I've heard an American say the word twat, they pronounce it twat. Like, that is an A? You actual... Oh, fuck! Okay, this room. It's not fun. So note how that the light goes wiggly-woo when we're near a thing. The horns in here work differently from the horns elsewhere. Yeah, they do that. Get too close to a horn, you'll be sent back to the start of this room. So... if you keep moving, I think you're okay. Ah, and there's spikes. Not fun. Bad times. Bad show. Bad show. Okay, we made it. But yeah, it's pronounced twat, not twat. Bad times! Really? Really? Oh, come the flelf. Come the flelf. Come the flelf. Comb my flelf. This room is a saxophone solo. Okay, take 2 of this room. Can we not get Brad into... what's the word? Eviction? Brad into eviction. Brad eviction. Which reminds me, Steven Universe, right? I won't go on about it too much. Good! Well, that's fine. I think we're done in that bit anyway. But, so there's, like, a minor character who appeared in Steven Universe, like, for all of one scene, and then spoiler things happened. And it was recently revealed that, canonically, her name is Lemon Jade. Well, I had a dream once where, like, Steven asked her what her preferred name was, and she thought about it for a moment, and then, with the biggest grin on her face and stars in her eyes, said, Brad! So I refused the name Lemon Jade. Lemon Jade is her species. Her name is Brad. In this house, we stan Brad. We're full of love and support for Brad. Okay, I saw another side wall hole. Was it over here? Can we escape the room of Brad? Oh good, there's more of a room. Can I hug the wall this time, without suffering? There's a cheese what's it? Cheez-Its. Well, I haven't cheesed anything, I'm afraid. Cheesy nipples, Cheez-Its, cheese nips. I'm doing that word association thing again, aren't I? Well, what the flalf? What indeed is the flalf? Who is Dr. Flaufman? Psych, there's no such thing. Ernesto, do you still exist? Thank you. Because this clearly looks like a combat room, and I could use your help in combating the boogs. The boogs! Tinglings! There's plenty of them. Yes, get them all into one big fuck pile. Can we please have a Tingle chance? We did not have a Tingle chance, but we did get some money out of it, and Ernesto's dying. But that's fine, he still has a good chunk of health to go. Are we there yet? This dungeon really does have its moments, and this looks kind of word final. It's a word final consonant. Is this a trap thing? Are we killing ourselves softly by unraveling a spoken? I don't speak English. This has been established. Pop open, I dare you. Ta-da! I'm stuck. I'm well and truly stuck. And my body's feeling kinda strange. I need to write a poem about this. I really need that chrysalide. It seems that you ain't got it. The chrysalide, the mini death bug chrysalis. I have to get my hands on it. To get that gate back there open, you're gonna need my ass. Assistance, I need that chrysalis. You want the gate open? I think you know what I'm getting at, right? Unfortunately, I do. So that means I did miss the thing that I thought I missed. Luckily for you, I have a good idea of where it might be. Unfortunately for me, that does mean a hefty amount of backtracking on my part, so I'll get back to the ladder, and I should have brought a hand potion. Okay, pirates, you can laugh in my face now. I will meet you back down here in, like, a hot second for you, and probably an entire afternoon for me, so toodles. And we are back home. Yes, what I did was I sort of snuck out of the dungeon, like, by way of the... Like, you know where I started this episode, or where I ended the previous episode? That bug head, I just went up to that exit and sort of flew home from there. And since we're here, first of all, just give it a little bit of extra juice, just to give us that last few... Like... Give it the last couple of minutes we need just to... That won't be... Yes, we know. Just to make sure we don't run out of time in the next dungeon. Not that we will, I think we're doing fine, because when Pinkle last contacted us saying, "Hey, Tingle, the tower," watching it back, I kind of feel as though what she was saying wasn't, "The tower's about to shrink," but rather, "Hey, Tingle, stop dicking around and go and, put money in the tower because you finished Steamy Marsh." So... I feel like I was a bit too paranoid about the time. I can't prove that, that's just my theory. But I figured, in order to get back to where I was, I'd need to go back to the start of the dungeon anyway, and since we're here, yeah, there is nothing on the map here, so... Yeah, I had a feeling. So, anyway, yeah, there we go, we finished the map of Gooey Swamp. So, I guess I'll speed up now and play you the really stupid microphone test I started this recording session with while I get back to, where am I going again? Oh yeah, I'll know it when I see it, don't worry. I'll meet you there. I believe we're in the right room now? Yeah, okay, definitely. We're in the right room. Something that I noticed on the way in, which you may have seen, the cocoons with the money in respawn. So, sure, why not? Let's get filthy rich quickly, Fred. Who's Fred? Also, the thought occurred to me just as I was coming down that ladder. Now would have been a really good time to come back with a small bodyguard to get the contents of that hole. But then again, I just remember I don't have any explosive claws, so I couldn't make a spare Tingle bomb anyway. So you know what? No harm done. And also, as I said, we're going to be terminating Ernesto's contract soon, as evidenced by the fact that I am slowly letting him die. Also, quite conveniently, all the switches have remained pressed. We didn't need to solve any of the puzzles again. That room where we had to bribe a bug to stay standing on a switch, yep, that switch is permanently pressed now. We can reclaim our money. I saw this ladder on the map when I was editing the last episode, and I thought, Tess, you fool, you forgot to check that ladder. And there's an important reason why you should come up here, and it sort of pertains to the thing that Teddy Toto was just talking to us about, so we'll head up here, we'll head over this way, and here's a chest, and what might it contain? It's a dick in a box. It's the chrysalis, the mini death bug chrysalis to be precise. So, with that in hand, I I'll see you back down at Teddy, so I'll need to do the prayer room again. Yay! Oh? Okay, so I've been bumbling around in the dark in this room, and Ernesto's dying, but not before we found this, which I don't know what this is. I didn't know this was here. Is it a rupee good? Is it nothing? Is it a rupee good? Surprisingly, yes. Wow. Okay. I did not know that this was here. Well, that's good. Now for realsies I'll meet you back at Teddy Toto. Hopefully. And Ernesto is dead once and for all. Well, he did a fine job guarding my body, but his contract is formally terminated now. We've done everything that we need of him, so we can just finish getting through the rest of the dungeon. Why am I still commentating? We're not back yet. And with the power of editing magic, finally we return, and this time unencumbered, is that a word? By the drummer man, my little drummer boy. What? Yeah, he's dead now. Anyway, we have the chrysalis. You could have it. It's no good to me. It looks wrong because it's far too long for me. Anyway, I can feel myself getting more powerful. Wow, 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 wow. Good for you. So, what's my prize? You know something? I'm gonna write a poem about this day. I managed to find this key, but I just couldn't get hold of this chrysalis. Well, give me the key. Doctor, give me the sauce. Thanks, man. Now let's get this door open. Just like old times. I love the deconstruction of a Zelda puzzle there. Like, he had the boss key this entire time, and we didn't have to find it because we found the guy who found it, which is kind of like finding it. And you know what? Having replayed this entire dungeon just to get that chrysalis, this dungeon isn't so bad once all the puzzles are solved and you have a rough idea of where you're going. It's still a bit of a nightmare, as you saw with the dark labyrinth thing, but hey, we got a prize out of it, so I'm gonna fight alongside you. Please do. So, what could possibly be in the box? Is it another boss? But what sort of boss would we expect to find in a cavern full of insects? Well, bearing in mind the chrysalis, fourth verse, same as the first. Beetle King Ultra Death Bug. Hi, it's Tingle. What? It's him again. He's persistent. But you can do it. Grab the bombs to attack him like before. Just be careful the balloons don't burst. No promises, Pinkle, because I am bad at video games, which is why I have this entire YouTube channel. Toehold! Honestly, you should be more interested in the bombs up here anyway, because it's less distance between him and the... You have to go less far. And it's so easy to take damage here, especially if you're holding a bomb, because you don't move quite as quickly. But hey, he's covered in red rupees. Can we claim them for our own selves? I'm down to 6 balloons already. Did I win? I did not win. This is honestly horrifying. Enjoy. Look at that face. Such a good face. 10 out of 10. Would face again. Gargantubug. Look, Tingle's face just then. I don't even blame him. Oh no. I thought you'd done it. Be careful. It's not looking happy. You don't say. It looks incredibly miserable, actually. Use the bombs and go get it. No promises, honestly, Pinkle, because look at this. She eyes. It just did a laser bemb. There's death everywhere. It's a bug full of death. These mini bugs explode. It has a shield now. It can fire parasitic children. He can be a parasitic children. He can go to Paris and have children. I'm getting so insanely lucky with this boss because this is not easy. Like, look at this. Tell me in the eye that you think this is even remotely easy. And why are these things still following me? There's 2 swarms of them now. He's quite clearly on his final H. McPeington. Tingle, will you grab a bomb and stop dying? There's children in places. They're chasing me and hounding me and traveling to Paris. Did we do it? Did I do this in one try? Because holy felf, this boss. Nice work. Red rupees! Go and get all of its treasure. It's red. Do you know how, do you know what this means? It's like 20 times more valuable than before. Well, I can't guarantee it, but you know. Teddy Toto, did you get all of my money? Okay, so hit me with it. What's the prize? What did we get? What is our winnings? What? Sorry, I just went to a stunned silence that we just got, first of all, feel like we should have got a bit more than that. Did I actually miss some money? I didn't realize that was possible. Secondly, 38,000! Thirdly, it's snowing outside, quite aggressively. And fourthly, good work, Tingle. You did it again. That big bug really gave me a shock. I didn't expect it to change like that. Ugh. Come on, Tingle. Let's get out of this gooey, sticky, moist hole ASAP. Oh, but don't forget to take the super rupee. So this was a massive thing. Just everything about this episode is kind of a mess. So there was an aggressively evil boss. There was a stunned silence of money. There's snow, of course. Wouldn't be Tingle without it, except it's only started snowing very recently. We did it, man! We're still a great team. Monsters beware. Did you see that creature? That was no regular feature. It seemed to be Pasicha, Tunnel Fish's home. It was as if it had been cursed, or had some sort of spell put on its earth. Whatever, man. I ain't afraid of man, or ghosts or curses, man. Now, freeform poetry. Also, yes, we do need to give him a reward. Well, what's 10% of 38,000? Because I'm inclined to say, have, half of that? Yeah. Get you down to 5%. Am I good at maths? I don't remember at this point, but as I said, we've been able to skip this dungeon for quite some time, so you know what? We're doing okay. Thanks for the minute death bug chrysalis, man. I can tell this is gonna give me a real boost of energy. I can't wait. I wonder how this chrysalis what? Why would you do that? Literally, why would you do that? I would be more shocked, but I do remember that this is a thing that happens because, yes, I've played this game before, albeit many years ago. This is one of the things that stuck with me. So, you weed in a ball pool. And now he's orange. He's orange now, that's his attack. I feel great. It's the birth of a new drifter bodyguard. You wanna know my story? You wanna know why I became a drifter bodyguard? Well, sure. We fed you some bugs, why not? Originally, I was a bodyguard working in a salon, but they didn't like my poetry, so I wasn't paid all that much. Okay, yeah, that's more or less it. At that time, one of the older bodyguards called Ronnie went solo. I followed his example and left the salon. To be a drifter bodyguard, you have to get stronger. One of the Saloners said that and told me about the power of the chrysalis. Drifter bodyguards like me do things a bit differently from the Salon bodyguards.
Firstly, you can never tell when you're gonna meet one of us. We don't come cheap, and when we talk rupees, we only give you one chance.
Well, that's true because we're not paying commission to the salon people, so yeah.
Power potions don't work, and if we lose all our power, we won't sign new contracts.
That is to say, they won't sign a new contract on the spot. Like, if they die and leave you. You have to find them again. Like, they won't reject you if you find them again and make a new contract with them then. It's just you can't rehire them in the moment. Which reminds me, Ernesto's kind of dead in there.
However, compared to any of the salon bodyguards, we are extremely powerful. Keep touching the smoke clouds during a battle, and we'll do our special moves. That is the secret of the Drifter bodyguards. The Salona love to gossip, so I guess they know these secrets too. Well, thanks for everything, man. See you around, man.
Yeet! Well, that was entirely normal. And on that note, now that we are freshly alone, I feel like there's something else I meant to do here, and I've forgotten entirely what it is. Might not even have been anything, so... in that case, I shall burp, head home, and... before we end the episode, I'll take a quick look at my rupee good collection, because it's expanded dong quite a bit since we last checked it out. So, amongst other things, we have, let's see, rupee poster we're familiar with, gold shark teeth, seaweed notes, woodfish, moo parasol, waterfall fish. Have we looked at this yet? We don't know what number 7 is, except we know where it is. Yeah, okay. So one of those will be the small thing in the Insect Cavern, one will be the medium thing in the Deku Temple. There's Kid Toadstool, Prospector Bug thing. That's a very Wario thing to have and use it for. And this disappointed me when I earned it as a child. I thought bronze, oh, like as in the 3rd place medal at the Olympics, not boring Roman statue made of green. But it's okay as a decorative piece. And lighthouse cap. You know, human lighthouses, just that known race. Look at how many rupee goods there are. Oh, we have number 29 as well, yes. So, we've got a lot of collecting to do. But you know what? I think we'll be just fine. So on that note, I have been, and will continue to be, Tessellating Hexagons, and in the next episode, we're finally going to head to that new area I keep teasing. See you then for that.